You're watching Durango News, celebrating Southwest Colorado every day.
The departure of its fifth executive director in as many years short-circuits recovery plans at the Powerhouse Science Center.
Electra Lake reopens this summer after a 2-year closure to repair the dam.
And lastly, find out how you can win a 2015 Indian Scout during the Four Corners Motorcycle Rally. I'm Ashley Dixon.
And I'm Jordan Alexander. Watch these stories and more on Durango TV News. Coming up after the break.
This program is brought to you by Advantage Dodge Ram Chrysler Jeep at 20th and Main in Farmington. Visit today for your best deal.
You're watching Durango TV News. I'm Ashley Dixon. City of Durango officials hope to make North Main Avenue more pedestrian and bicycle friendly, but the changes could take up to 30 years. Earlier this spring, Durango received funding from the Sonoran Institute to produce a mobility study along Main Avenue from 14th Street to Animas View Drive. The city hired Alta Planning and Design, a national mobility planning firm, to conduct community meetings and prepare an assessment of North Main pedestrian and bicycle access routes. The city released a draft study late last month, and Amber Blake, Director of Multimodal Transportation, seeks public comment on the recommendations.
Future development in the corridor. So how do we want the corridor to function, both land use and transportation, in 30 years from now? Ideally, what is the community's vision as a gateway coming into town? How should it feel, and how will people use that corridor? So that's what we're looking at, and this mobility plan is one of those building blocks.
North Main currently is a hodgepodge of motels, retail outlets, restaurants, professional offices, and residential properties. Sidewalks are narrow in most area, and there's little landscaping. The mobility plan calls for narrowing travel lanes and the left turn lane median to add north and southbound bicycle lanes. Other recommendations call for wheelchair access ramps on curbs and bicycle and pedestrian safety features on intersections similar to those found at College Drive and Camino del Rio. Other features include wider sidewalks and parkways to separate pedestrians from traffic. But don't expect the city to start tearing down buildings to make way for improvements anytime in the near future. The mobility plan is the first step in a long-range effort to prepare the redevelopment of North Main Avenue. As property owners tear down old buildings and plan for new construction, the city wants to be prepared with design guidelines and regulations to accommodate more pedestrian and bicycle access and a greener look to the landscape. Blake says downtown is the perfect example of how long-range planning can work. Downtown is the green oasis that it is today because of the long-range vision that city leaders had 40 years ago. North Main Avenue's redevelopment could take just as long.
So it'll be 30 years before we see exactly what the corridor will look like, but we can't get to where we want to go if we don't have a plan.
To comment on the North Main Mobility Plan, visit the City of Durango's website at durangogov.org.
The Powerhouse Science Center lost yet another employee earlier this month. Executive Director Nana Naisbitt, hired 3 months ago as the Executive Director of the Budweiser Museum, is no longer working at the Science Center. She's the 5th Executive Director to leave the position in as many years. The Board of Directors sent an email to its supporters on July 6th to inform them that Naisbitt and the Science Center have decided to part ways. Naisbitt joined the center as its Executive Director in April. A month after arriving, Naisbitt uncovered severe financial and management problems that resulted in the center's abrupt closure in May. All 8 staff members were fired, and the board said it closed the center because it needed time to restructure operations. In its email to patrons, the board credited Naisbitt with envisioning a renewed focus on the center's historical roots as a powerhouse, but said the partnership with Naisbitt was not working out. The board will not hire a new director until it has worked out a sustainable operations plan. In the meantime, Joe Lounge, who worked as the Programs Director for the Science Center, has returned to help the board reopen the center by September the 1st. To follow the developments at the Science Center, visit powsci.org.
Anglers can rejoice. Electra Lake is now open for business after 2 years of closure because of dam repairs. Electra Lake is a private lake located 25 miles north of Durango. It was built in 1906 as a water storage facility for the power station at Tacoma on the Animas River. Water from the Cascade Creek, Little Cascade Creek, and Elbert Creek are diverted through flumes to fill Electra. Xcel Energy lowered water levels 2 years ago to repair the Stagecoach Dam and a leaking flume on the north side of the lake. The lake has refilled and it has reopened to the public. Electra Lake is operated by the Electra Lake Sporting Club. The sporting club limits access to the lake to 50 people a day, and only artificial lures are allowed to keep the unique fishery healthy. Because of the restrictions, Electra Lake is famous for the quality and size of its trout.
And it's tough to catch them, but when you do catch them, they're big this year. Possibly because of lack of pressure the last 2 years, but they're just great fish.
Motorboats are allowed only on weekends right now to protect the fishery from zebra mussel infestations. That may change as more staff are trained to inspect the boats.
We only have one member of our staff that's certified to be able to inspect for invasive species. So we're only letting boats in on weekends now. And I do recommend getting up there early to make sure you get in there in time.
You don't need a license to fish at Electra, but there is an entry fee of $15 per person, $5 for kids, and $20 per boat. In addition to the infrastructure work on the dam, the Electra Lake Sporting Club also remodeled the on-site restaurant. The restaurant is open to the public, but reservations are required. To find out more about Electra Lake fees and hours of operations, call the Gatehouse at 385-4889 or visit the website electralake.com. After the break, find out how you can win a brand new motorcycle from the Four Corners Motorcycle Rally.
This program is brought to you by Advantage Dodge Ram Chrysler Jeep at 20th and Main in Farmington. Visit today for your best deal.
Evening's Porch Assisted Living in Bayfield, where independence and quality of life are nurtured and respected. We offer a home-like environment with private suites for individuals or couples, daily activities, transportation, and home-cooked meals. Each resident is treated with respect and dignity in an environment that promotes quality of life. Our qualified staff brings years of caregiving experience and medication management. You can feel confident that you or your loved one is well taken care of. Call us or stop by for a tour and free consultation.
Animas Surgical Hospital, the best care in the Four Corners.
Our hospital ranks in the top 1% of hospitals nationwide.
More nurses per patient and our manageable size leads to better patient outcomes.
The ER is open 24/7 with short waits. I need that with 3 kids.
My patients appreciate everything in one place. ER, labs, imaging, surgeries, and pharmacy, and just minutes from downtown Durango.
Personal care, better results. Animas Surgical Hospital.
Watch me.
And me on MeTV. I'm Jordan Alexander.
And I'm Ashley Dixon, bringing you upbeat, positive news stories from Southwest Colorado with Durango TV News.
Catch Durango TV News on MeTV every week at 9 p.m. Thursdays and 8:30 a.m. Sundays over cable, satellite, DirecTV, or on the air.
So catch us both by tuning into Durango TV News, bringing you upbeat stories every week on MeTV.
Experience Southwest Colorado's premier classical music festival at Music in the Mountains, July 12th through August 2nd. Enjoy world-class music in a variety of beautiful venues such as the Festival Tent at Purgatory, local parks, the Glacier Club, and the Community Concert Hall. See the festival orchestra with featured soloists, chamber ensembles for more intimate settings, free masterclasses, and pre-concert lectures. The 2015 season schedule and tickets are available online at musicinthemountains.com or at the festival office at 1063 Main Avenue in Durango, Colorado. This segment is brought to you by Express Employment, your locally owned and operated staffing company, respecting people, impacting business.
You're watching Durango TV, I'm Jordan Alexander. The Four Corners Motorcycle Rally has a new owner, and 2 new motorcycles to give away. Johnny Valdez, a Southern Ute tribal member who managed the rally for the past 4 years for the Ignacio Chamber of Commerce, purchased the rights to the rally earlier this year. He's opened a storefront on Goddard Avenue, Ignacio's main thoroughfare, and more than 20,000 motorists see the rally signs every day. A motorcycle rally in one form or another has been coming to Ignacio on Labor Day weekend for more than 20 years. Under the Ignacio Chamber's management, Valdez helped to grow attendance from 3,000 to 10,000 people over the weekend. He hopes to grow it even more in 2015.
Our goal is to really get to about 15,000 people through the gate in attendance. And to really bring things back to the Four Corners region, to make sure that we're working with everybody. We've put a great push into Bloomfield and to Farmington, up into Silverton, out into Pagosa this year. And we're hoping that everyone realizes that it is the Four Corners Motorcycle Rally. It's not just the Ignacio Rally or the old Iron Horse Rally. It's a new thing. It's different. It's going to take us some time to get there. But we've built up a great thing here in Ignacio, and the people that put in a lot of time and energy in the past really should be thanked for what they did. And and we're hoping to make it even better.
The event will be held at the Southern Ute Fairgrounds, and activities also are scheduled for Durango and other communities in the Four Corners region. The rally will feature a battle of the bands, biker bull riding, a best chest in the West, wet t-shirt contest, poker runs, veterans runs, and more. Valdez has been advertising the rally throughout the United States, and he plans to have a presence at the mother of all motorcycle rallies in Sturgis this August. But you don't have to wait for the rally to get into the motorcycle spirit. The Four Corners Rally is raffling off 2 motorcycles, a 2015 Indian Scout and a 2015 Harley Davidson. Tickets are only $1 each, and you don't have to be present to win the Indian Scout, but you do have to be at the rally to win the Harley. The Sky U Casino also will give away 2 motorcycles during the weekend. Raffle tickets, rally passes, and a schedule of events may be found online at fourcornersmotorcyclerally.com.
We create master plans for parks and recreation, transportation, and housing. Now local tourism professionals believe we need a long-term strategy for growing the industry in Durango. Bob Kunkel, Executive Director for the Durango Area Tourism Office, recently floated the idea past the Durango City Council. He believes Durango can grow its tourism industry and the Durango economy by extending the current tourism season year-round. But it's going to take some planning.
And this isn't typical family of 4 with the kids off of school. This is different types of customers. It's empty nesters. It's couples without children. It's special events. It's sporting events. In May or April, we do the soccer shootout, fill the town with 200 teams. We can do the same thing for other sports off-season because people come. International travels at that time. Groups and tour groups travel at that time.
Filling the shoulder seasons, the months between the summer and winter tourism seasons, has been the holy grail of the Colorado tourism industry for years. But Kunkel believes Durango can attract visitors throughout the year by strategic niche marketing that takes advantage of our outdoor recreation opportunities and sports facilities. Durango's extensive trail system lends themselves to bicycle and running events. The new water park at Santa Rita could draw Olympic caliber competition. New fields at Fort Lewis College could support more or extended sports tournaments. And Ewing Mesa, recently purchased by Durango resident Mark Katz for recreational activities, could offer the potential for music festivals and more. Durango also could expand its marketing efforts beyond the traditional triad of Texas, Arizona, and New Mexico to reach visitors in the Southeast and Midwest. And the international market is growing as well, particularly in Asia, where a growing middle class is now booking family vacations overseas. Kunkel says a tourism master plan also can help the community make infrastructure and financial decisions that drive the economy, not as a reaction to growth as it occurs. A master plan also could help convince voters to approve an increase in the lodger's tax. The tax approved by voters in 1980 has remained the same since then, and Kunkel says Durango is falling behind other communities in its marketing efforts.
I'm just trying to raise the tourism awareness that it's not just a project that you do year after year. You know, it's a long-term development strategy.
For more information about Dato and what it does to promote Durango and La Plata County, visit durango.org.
4 Durango business owners recently were honored by Governor John Hickenlooper as outstanding frontline tourism workers during National Travel and Tourism Week in May. The Durango Area Tourism Office nominated Carly Snyder, owner of the Animas Chocolate Company, Dan and David James, owners of James Ranch, and Kurt Komick, owner of the Rochester Hotel. All 3 were selected by the Governor's Office to be among the 20 tourism professionals honored on the steps of the state capitol at the annual Discover Colorado Tourism Rally. The Durango Area Tourism Office and Board of Directors held a reception earlier this month to recognize Snyder, Komick, and the Jameses and their contributions to the tourism industry. Congratulations to the 4 honorees. After the break, our furry friends with Ashley Dixon.
This segment is brought to you by Express Employment, your locally owned and operated staffing company, respecting people, impacting business.
I didn't just want another job, I wanted a career, so I expressed myself.
I was new to town and I didn't know where to turn for a job, so I decided to express myself.
I decided to express myself, and they helped find the right career for me.
Express Employment Professionals is in contact with thousands of companies in need of quality employees. Come in now and get the job you deserve.
Express yourself today.
Go underground with the Old 100 Gold Mine Tour, a fun and exciting look at gold mining in Silverton. This is an authentic gold mine, and the tour includes a train ride and mining demonstrations. The Old 100 Mine Tour runs 7 days a week with hourly tours, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Pan for gold and silver as long as you like, and keep what you find. Take a scenic drive north to historic Silverton and the Old 100 Gold Mine Tour.
Experience Southwest Colorado's premier classical music festival at Music in the Mountains, July 12th through August 2nd. Enjoy world-class music in a variety of beautiful venues such as the Festival Tent at Purgatory, local parks, the Glacier Club, and the Community Concert Hall. See the festival orchestra with featured soloists, chamber ensembles for more intimate settings, free masterclasses, and pre-concert lectures. The 2015 season schedule and tickets are available online at musicinthemountains.com or at the festival office at 1063 Main Avenue in Durango, Colorado.
Evening's Porch Assisted Living in Bayfield, where independence and quality of life are nurtured and respected. We offer a home-like environment with private suites for individuals or couples, daily activities, transportation, and home-cooked meals. Each resident is treated with respect and dignity in an environment that promotes quality of life. Our qualified staff brings years of caregiving experience and medication management. You can feel confident that you or your loved one is well taken care of. Call us or stop by for a tour and free consultation.
Watch me.
And me on MeTV. I'm Jordan Alexander.
And I'm Ashley Dixon, bringing you upbeat, positive news stories from Southwest Colorado with Durango TV News.
Catch Durango TV News on MeTV every week at 9 p.m. Thursdays and 8:30 a.m. Sundays over cable, satellite, DirecTV, or on the air.
So catch us both by tuning in to Durango TV News, bringing you upbeat stories every week on MeTV.
Candace Jeep has a busy schedule. She runs an audiology practice in Durango. It's not easy running your own business. That's why she chooses to bank at Alpine Bank. Being able to make business deposits without stepping out of the office saves time. And she loves how the Alpine Bank mobile app makes it easy to keep track of personal finances from anywhere, giving Candace the freedom to focus on what really matters. Alpine Bank in downtown Durango and Three Springs. This program is brought to you by the Durango Coffee Company, a special place for cooks, coffee, and friends.
This Furry Friends segment is brought to you by the La Plata County Humane Society and Pet House. Help us help them, one paw at a time.
Welcome back to Durango TV News. It's time for our Furry Friends feature, and today we have successfully gotten a dog into a high stool, which I think is impressive in and of itself. This is Susie Girl, and she's got kind of a unique story.
She is just a unique dog in general. She's super sweet, loves everybody. She's great with kids. She's lived with cats. She does well with most dogs. It's just she's a little vigorous when she's playing. She's just so excited. But the most unique thing about her is that she can't hear. She's deaf.
But still, and it's funny because you actually have a list of commands because she does almost know a little bit of sign language.
She does.
Sit and come.
And yes, and look if you want her to make eye contact with you, and come. Yeah, so she's a smart girl. She just can't hear, that's all. So.
And now how old is she? Do you guys know how old she is?
She's about 2.
So she's still a pretty young dog.
Yes, she is. And
so for someone who's looking for an energetic trail companion or someone that's going to, you know, play with the kids, Susie Girl could be great.
She'd be perfect for almost any type of home or family. She'd be a great hiking buddy, like you said, great with the kids. If you need a playmate for your dog or if you got cats at home, not a big deal. She'll fit right in.
And she is so sweet, and I am incredibly impressed that she's just sitting in this chair right now.
This is kind of her thing. She likes chairs.
Sometimes we can't even get other guests to do this, so this is an amazing feat. And now I know, so she is available right now at the Humane Society, but I know you guys just had a really great success story that you want to share.
Yes, Shutzy, maybe some of you know her. She was there for over 130 days. She was brought in March and finally went home today. A gentleman saw her online, submitted his application, and he really wanted to meet her. They hit it off, and it was a successful adoption. And here he took pictures of her loading up into the car, and it was awesome.
And it just shows it's never too late, even for the dogs who are like, oh my gosh, they've been here for over 100 days. You start to almost lose hope a little bit. But so we hope that Susie Girl doesn't stay there for that long.
Yeah, I hope she can find a home sooner than later, but you know, that's what makes it worth working there, is seeing these dogs go to these amazing homes, and sometimes it takes a while for some of them, but you know what, it's worth the wait, I think.
Worth the wait.
Yeah.
So if you want to meet some furry friends of your own, you can go online to the La Plata County Humane Society website, check out their Facebook page, and as always, you can stop by the shelter and see the dogs yourself. Thanks so much for bringing her in today. So next up, Durangoans hear gunfire, and Jordan Alexander has the story.
This Furry Friends segment is brought to you by the La Plata County Humane Society and Pet House. Help us help them, one paw at a time.
Yes, Ashley, there were reports of gunfire in downtown Durango. But it wasn't gang warfare. Rather, the source was a Diamond Bell saloon at the Strater Hotel, where staff members reenact a classic Western gunfight for area visitors. Every Friday throughout the summer, Diamond Bell employees send visitors back in time to the Wild West. The Diamond Bell's classic ragtime pianist, and of course the saloon girls, set the scene for an epic gunfight that starts in the bar but quickly spills out onto the streets. Michelle Tom, general manager at the Strater Hotel, explains why they transform their employees into cowboys and cowgirls.
Oh, it brings in an ambiance of creating memories. We have a slogan here that we create memories for people. We like to think we're our own little entertainment center. We want to bring fun and energy and Old West hospitality to the tourists, but also to the locals, and keep that vibe alive. That's what makes Durango great. And we think that it builds business for the Strater. It's something that people come in and do shows on and market, but it's also something that keeps that vibe alive. So it's also about that energy and about who we are.
The gunfights bring an authentic Wild West spirit to the streets of Durango at the height of the tourism season. Tom believes the gunfights don't just entertain, they create memories.
Well, what happens is our bartenders and our bell ladies come in, and they, when we hire them, we tell them in the summer we do gunfights, and we employ you to do that as well. We also bring in somebody to teach them improv and try to get them to loosen up a little bit, because most of us are not actors by trade. And so we use the staff we have. We bring them in, we get them comfortable. They come in about 6:30, 6:45, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. They go downstairs, they hatch a plot, whoever is scheduled to do the gunfight that night, and it can be 2 people, sometimes it's 4 people, sometimes it's 5 people, it just depends. And they hatch a plot, and then they get dressed, put on their garb, and they come upstairs and they act it out. And a lot of it is improv. We don't have scripts for them to tell them what to say. They make it up as they go.
Tom said she's interested in adding locals to the gunfight performances. So if you're interested in stepping back in time to work on your own fast draw, visit the Strater Hotel website at strater.com.
Free concerts, chamber music, and the opening of the festival tent marks this week's schedule of events during Music in the Mountains. On Monday, July 13th, the Air National Guard Band of the Southwest performs a free lunchtime concert of patriotic and light musical classics. The free event starts at noon at the First National Bank of Durango parking lot. Next, musical director Guillermo Figueroa will conduct an unusual chamber music concert on Wednesday, July 15th at the First Baptist Church on 3rd Avenue.
We present one of the most iconic works of the early 20th century, The Soldier's Tale by Igor Stravinsky. We will perform it complete as it was in the original, with 3 actor-dancers and a narrator and a chamber ensemble which I will conduct. It is a magical tale that will absolutely enchant you. And the same concert, we stay in Russia with the fabulous and beautiful Souvenir de Florence by Peter Tchaikovsky.
Once Upon a Time begins at 7 p.m. On Saturday, July 18th, the festival orchestra debuts for the season with Battle of the Ages. This concert has special meaning for Figueroa. He tells us why.
Big work of the program in the second half is the Symphony No. 7 in D minor by Antonin Dvorak, which happens to be the same piece I conducted here in Durango 8 years ago for my audition when I was given the job. So it's very dear to me, and I am thrilled to be able to repeat it for our audiences.
Saturday's opening performance in the festival tent begins at 5:30. For tickets and a complete festival schedule of events, visit the website at musicinthemountains.com. That wraps up this edition of Durango TV News. Thanks for joining us. Tune in next week when we visit with the Guy Drew Vineyards in McElmo Canyon. I'm Ashley Dixon.
And I'm Jordan Alexander. For more about what's happening in Durango, go to what'shappeningdurango.com. Post your free event today and join the one-stop, easy-to-use local community event calendar for Durango. Be sure to log on to durangotv.com for more local programming. Thanks for watching Durango TV, where we celebrate Southwest Colorado every day.
This program is brought to you by the Durango Coffee Company, a special place for cooks, coffee, and friends.
To provide our customers with the best gear advice, we have to know about the latest innovations. That's why we take cutting-edge gear like the Osprey Anti-Gravity Pack on the rugged trail. We test them firsthand on the beautiful playground of the Southwest, and we bring that experience back to set you on your own adventure. We have top brand hiking shoes, the latest in tent design, state-of-the-art packs, and outdoor expertise to get you where you want to go. Pine Needle Mountaineering, Southwest Colorado's gear experts since 1976.
Committed to bolstering regional visual and performing arts, the Durango Arts Center has supported the region for over 40 years with gallery exhibits, art and education, a live theater season, and the Durango Autumn Arts Festival. The Durango Arts Center is committed to ensuring that arts and culture continue to thrive in our Southwest communities. Art happens here, so get involved today. Become a member and receive valuable discounts. Become a theater season ticket holder, visit the gallery, or attend our workshops to foster your inner artist. Visit us at durangoarts.org or through our social media pages. Candace Jeep has a busy schedule. She runs an audiology practice in Durango. It's not easy running your own business. That's why she chooses to bank at Alpine Bank. Being able to make business deposits without stepping out of the office saves time. And she loves how the Alpine Bank mobile app makes it easy to keep track of personal finances from anywhere, giving Candace the freedom to focus on what really matters. Alpine Bank in downtown Durango and Three Springs.
Your home. It's made of wood and nails, doors and windows, but it's more than that. Your home is you. It's who you are, where you're from. It's what you long for whenever you're away. And it's the only place in the world that you know for certain. Your home.
Do you remember our trip to Durango?
Of course, it was amazing. All the pampering, shopping, playing, having fun, laughing.
What about that dinner?
And the Rochester.
Oh, the Rochester was fabulous. The breakfast was so good. And I have to say, I don't think I've ever had champagne waiting for me in my bedroom before.
Do you want to do it again?
Let's do it again.
I'll give Susan a call.
Great. Cheers to the Rochester.
To the Rochester.
Candace Jeep has a busy schedule. That's why she chooses to bank at Alpine Bank. She loves how the Alpine Bank mobile app makes it easy to keep track of bills from anywhere, giving Candace the freedom to focus on what really matters. Alpine Bank in downtown Durango and Three Springs.